Good afternoon everyone and welcome to my presentation. My name is Miki from class 3B and today I'm going to talk about my teaching online project for the Intel course. In this presentation, I will show you the portfolio which contains all the documents related to my project. After that, I will explain my unit plan so that you can follow my project easily. But first, let me introduce the book which my project is based on. Here it is, the FCD Gold Plus course book, and I'm in charge of Unit 14, Getting There. Okay, and this is my unit portfolio. In this portfolio, there are 5 folders: assessment, student sample, student support, teacher support, and unit plan. Now let's look at the unit plan. This unit is about tourism and traveling. So in my unit plan, I create some activities for students to learn about geography, language, and tourism. At the beginning of the lesson, I will introduce both the unit and the final project, so the student will know what they're going to learn, what they need to prepare for the lesson, and what project they will need to do at the end of the unit. In this unit, students will learn about the great experience and the difficulties people had during their tour. They also learn how they can give an advice and how they can increase motivation to fulfill their ambition. During that time, they will prepare for the final project. That is, making a presentation to introduce a new place that they think visitors should visit. Moreover, they will enter a conference and interview some experts in tourism and listen to their advices for further information. On the final day, students are required to submit the project online. Okay, and this unit is taught in grade 11 and grade 12. The time needed for this unit is about 4 weeks, 2 days a week, and 3 periods a day. Also, at the end of the lesson, students will be able to use the vocabulary about traveling and ambition. They will know how to give an advice and spread their dreams. They will be able to master the language skill. Now let me show you the curriculum framing question I will raise during my lesson and the assessment timeline. Next, I will talk about the procedure. My unit will be taught in a total of 8 days. So on day number 1, I will introduce the lessons and give students some small exercise to practice. Then I will talk about the final project and finally announce the deadline for the project. Students will also learn the vocabulary in the first day and practice making sentences with them. On day number 2, a teacher will answer student questions about a project and continue to teach reading skills. From day number 3 to day number 5, the teacher will teach students the listening skill, speaking skill, and writing skill. Also, the teacher will teach the grammar and use of English. There will be a test on day number 5 that students will write a short essay giving their opinion on a statement. This test will consider as a midterm test. And later on, students will have time to prepare for final project. On day number 6, students will watch a presentation as a sample for a project. and they will enter a conference to collect more information and experience from experts in tourism. On day 7, students will have a day off to finish the final project, and they will submit it on day 8 in a form of portfolio. They are also required to perform their project to the class and receive teachers' feedback and the score after all the group have performed. In the end of the course, the class will have a small party to congratulate on student hard work. That is all about the procedure of the unit plan. And finally, this is the resources for both teacher and student will use during the course. Now come to the assessment part. Here are some assessment files which are used to judge the students' work. And here's the sample of student final project. I also make a web biography for student support and a note for teacher support. Well, that brings us to the end of my presentations. Thank you for your listening.